one thing that was like really, really useful that we kind of, even though we kind of expected, we were still surprised by it because there's like so we had heard like when you get into YC, it's really intense. And every time I've asked people like, what do you mean by intense? And no one's really been able to describe like where that intensity comes from. But it's sort of a combination of like your partners helping you set like really ridiculously ambitious goals, plus you looking at your peers doing really well, and like there's like the social pressure. There's like a combination of things that's like makes you want to work really, really hard and just push what you thought was possible. So that was both surprising and not surprising. That was one of the things for sure for me.
I think to add on to that, I think it was second week of YC, and we went into our group office hours, and sort of our partners made us commit to this absurdly high goal that we've never even thought about. And so we walked out thinking this was our vision, but it actually should be up here, essentially. And so I think YC raised up the bar in terms of sort of shooting for the stars in terms of your vision. So that's been incredibly helpful. And then obviously all the partners are they've seen and worked with hundreds of startups over the years, and so the amount of information and insights that they have on company building, how to build a product, talking to customers, how to scale. It's all incredible information that we get access to on a weekly basis.
What do they do in terms of introducing you to investors? I think you meet with investors before demo day a little bit, but also demo day is announcing yourself to investors. But like, what are the introductions like in terms of do they sort of match make where it's like you would be right for this person? I want to. How do they do that?
I think the heavy lifting is done by sort of the YC ecosystem and the YC brand. So what they've done is like made it a norm for make the investors sort of approach us in the sense
Mm-hmm.
they go to like the YC startup directory page, look at all the startups, and they kind of come in. So like the majority of the work is just done by the brand and like the way the whole. I think during the whole like the 3 months, they partners heavily recommend you to not talk to investors, just like sit down and just build stuff and work and do all of that. So rather than it just being like a matchmaking or like an introduction, it's just it's just more investors sort of just reach out to you because you're a part of IC and you're doing something cool.
Yeah. Sorry, Sai.
No, I think the only thing I was going to add is it almost helps you as a founder because during the duration of the time, fundraising isn't even on your mind, and your only focus is to talk to customers, build your product. And YC takes care of the sort of the legwork of reaching out to investors, getting attention, booking meetings, and all of that. And so just the brand itself helps you with the entirety of the seed fundraising process, and it culminates with a demo day at the end of the batch, where you pitch to some hundreds of the investors at their dog patch each.